So for me, a lot of my friends who know me as a tech enthusiast and someone who is a tech content creator wonder why I haven't talked about iPhone 17 yet since its release. Oh my god. So that's basically the reason. But I still have to talk about it because I'm a content creator, right? For me, I feel that phone, it's not necessary to you to buy it compared to the 16. I want to do the comparison of the Pro Max and then the 17 Pro Max, 16 Pro Max and 17 Pro Max. That's the comparison I want to make because yeah, those are the top tier of that series. As the 16 series, that's the top tier. The 16 Pro Max is the top tier, and in 17, the 17 Pro Max is the top tier. So those are the ones I actually want to make my comparison. The 16 has a 12 megapixel, 5 times optical zoom. The 17 has a 48 megapixel, and then it has a 4 times optical zoom. Yeah. The only thing that is really amazing was that square sensor they placed in the front camera, and because of that, they gave the iPhone 17 an 18 megapixel front camera. Meanwhile, in the 16, it was a 12. It is not, you can't even tell the difference. If I take pictures of those two phones and I put it side by side to each other, you won't tell the difference. That's what I'm saying. It is still not necessary. Okay, with this one, it has a point. It has a point. I understand that the 17 is using the A19 Bionic chip, which is relatively faster to the A18 in the previous generation, which is the 16 Pro Max. Yeah, so it makes sense. So it should be relatively faster, less hotter. Yeah, which is an advantage. So that is not a reason solid enough to change from a 16 Pro Max to a 17 Pro Max. Yeah, it's understandable that when it comes to battery size, yeah, it makes sense. Well, the 17 has about 5,088 here, something like that, and then the 16 Pro Max has 4,600, somewhere around that side. So it makes sense that yeah, if you want battery efficiency, you would prefer the 17 Pro Max. It makes sense a lot. So one difference to that is making it very convincing to change to 17 Pro Max is that the highest capacity of storage for the 17 Pro Max is at 2 terabytes, which is twice the highest of what the 16 Pro Max could have, and they are almost basically the same price. At this point, I really think it's convincing enough to move from 16 Pro Max to 17 Pro Max. Or are they lie? Or it be sec off? So yeah, tell me what you think in the comments. But for me, actually at this point, I don't really have a side I'm choosing. So tell me in the comments. Convince me enough in the comments.